refuge, so they can get into places that most people don't even know about. You have saved prisoners, both civilians and those who once stood for law and justice in one way or another, who have been turned on by this new corrupt regime. The Order of the it's been too long.
The Torrent.
The Order of the Torrent are the nice ones. Order of the Torrent and Order of Hell Knights, who stand for saving those who have been lost, who have been stolen, who have been kidnapped in the pursuit of selling them or whatever. The people who save them are the Order of the Torrent, and they have been branded as outlaws by Barzillai Thrune, while he brings in his much more in keeping with his ideals, the Order of the Rack, a group of Hell Knights who enjoy torture and enjoy the letter of the law, and those who break the law face the worst punishment, regardless of what the crime actually was. You have stopped serial killers that are in the form of fairies. You have stopped serial killers in the forms of people wielding cursed blades. You have celebrated these acts, and in so doing, stood against the Tatari Guards and Hell Knight Armigers in an act of defiance while holding to the mandated curfew with a malicious compliance that then ended in a brawl that has ended with 4 Tatari Guards and 4 Hell Knight Armigers seemingly no longer in their ranks. The people of the Devil's Nursery who you are partying with are currently all safe, and all of you have gone to ground in various ways. We have said that you've had a few days to lay low, and in those few days that you've been laying low, you've been able to gather more supplies. At the Tooth and Nail, a current common haunt for you, as that is the one where Citrona, who is a new friend and ally to yours, is currently working, is able to present you with a large ornate box, which has no note, only the symbol of a rose engraved on the top, and inside are 6 pouches, within which are 3,000 gold each, which you may have or may not have spent in these 2 or 3 days that you've been laying low. Coming out of those 2 to 3 days where you're laying low, where you've been spending money on whatever it is, what else might you have been doing? I'm looking at Thursday first. You're the one with the smile.
I'm just happy to kill a variety of fascists.
You're just living on that high right now.
I was right. It's castle doctrine, stand your ground, etc. I will continue to assist the people of the Devil's Nursery in building and improving their neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, you did say that was happening. Are you working on the shrine, or has that already been? I can't remember. I'll look that up in a minute. If you want to go into a little bit more detail on that now, you can do.
I will probably, because I don't have a professional craft skill that would apply. I'm probably just like being a day labourer, and if anybody gets injured on the job, I've got healing spells. If anybody needs small C clerical or personal guidance,
okay,
or just wants to have a nice little drink.
Okie dokie, I love that. You are able to do these things, not a problem. I will say that with you there, and also with the element of you have you have that element of healing. Any current kind of, while you're around, any work that you are doing and any healing you are doing is actually kind of taking a little bit of weight off of the surgery. Where Asmoth is getting up to, I don't know what Asmoth is getting up to. What are you getting up to?
Mostly no good, I think. Apart from the healing, that's about the most good he does. So I think Asmoth's tried to push like the information network into recruiting people from outside of Red Roof, specifically like non-tieflings.
Mm-hmm.
Probably using a couple of the taverns we've frequented as initial points, and then moved for people to start staking out known and suspected prisons, dog housing locations, and the likes.
Okay.
While he himself is going to be pushing the clinic into a more of a functional space, with possibly with trying to find some assistants to help run it, at least like basic apothecary level.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst also altering elements of the cellar so that there's a little bit less storage space than it had previously, and totally not building in a partition wall to make a secret panic room type thing that's hidden behind shelving.
Certainly not. So I can definitely say that you have definitely started work on the storage element. It'll probably take, depending on how deep do you want to go into like the engineering elements of like building the fake wall and stuff. Because there's the element of like digging out like the earth and the stone and taking all that out, which you can get the manpower for around.
The cellar space is already there. It's reducing what is actually used for storage.
Yes.
And
making a fake wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I feel like that's. Are you doing that by yourself, or are you having people help you?
I'd probably try and get people that are trustworthy involved in that.
Okay. Now we come to the question of who do you trust?
Anybody that has definitely sort of shown siding with the information network and with the Silver Ravens in general.
Okay. You can definitely find those people in the Devil's Nursery. So you're able to. So I'll say then, actually, because what you're doing is you're building a fake wall, a false wall, and you're able to get the. You're able to get the like labor side of this easily. You can get a few people to help you build up the wall itself. The tricky part is going to be the secret entrance that you want to assumedly use for this. Which then we come into the question of how elaborate do you want this to be?
So it's very much a thing of having experienced the downstairs in the Pit and Pendulum in the middle of Nottingham.
Yeah.
And trying to find the toilets.
Yeah. The fake the bookcase.
Yeah, that, but it's actual functional shelving that can house like some medical supplies.
So it's a case of the door itself is just going to be a hinge door. It's the hiding it that's the okay. In that case,
the thing that hides it is the shelving.
The thing that hides it is the shelving. Okay, in that case, there is going to be a check, and I think if you're the one designing it, the check has to be from you.
Cool.
Do you want to pitch a skill to me?
I mean, Everything in me wants to say craft alchemy, but that's not going to fly.
Oh, unfortunately not. What I would say is if you wanted to use,
So there's either like craft or some form of craft or some form of not like as has been suggested, knowledge engineering, but I don't have that train.
You're literally doing engineering.
Yeah,
you are
but I
literally
don't
doing engineering, but you don't have ranks in that, unfortunately.
No.
What I would say is because you are trying to make something that passes over, you're trying to make something that kind of thwarts people's perceptions, and you've got an idea of how to do that in yourself. It's just applying that to a different space. I would let this be a stealth check with your intelligence, which I've just
Okay.
checked, and that is conveniently the same number.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because your dex and your intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing my armor bonus doesn't apply.
No,
Cool.
no, because this is you using your this is you doing a knowledge based thing, but you are using like your experience in being able to hide this.
And do my like racial bonus and feat bonuses apply?
Depends on how they're worded. Do you mind if I have a look?
Yeah, no, yeah, feel free.
Are they on your sheet?
Yeah, they should be.
Okay.
So I've got stealthy, and there's obviously the tiefling racial bonus to stealth.
So you're giving you an uncanny knack for avoiding detection. Oh, so that's a different thing. Okay, yeah. So you get a +2 bonus on all escape artist checks and stealth checks with stealthy. So I'd say that applies.
Mhm.
Are you talking about the carefully hidden social trait for your tiefling thing, or is that, or
No,
am I looking at...
no, my actual the skill. It's skilled.
Oh, okay. Where's... Oh, so it's just a like blank plus...
Yeah, it's a +2 racial bonus on both.
Oh, it's there. Skilled +2 racial bonus on plus. That's a blank one again. So yeah, you are just good at hiding. So yeah, that. Those will apply to this, but
Cool.
your armor won't because you're not hiding you.
Yeah, cool. Oh, they.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. You have built a secret. You have partitioned off a part of your cellar into a panic room, and you have put in what you think is a hidden door. How well that is hidden remains to be tested. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Impenetrable. No one will ever find it. Not even you.
I mean, you'll find it, but you know exactly where it is, so like that's barely a test.
I like the idea that the note Ash is writing has entered cellar without permission, class D legal crime, recommended sentence 5 days in jail, and fine.
5 days in the chokey.
Okay. What I will also say is this is something that you can at a later date improve on in some way if you wanted to. If you wanted to readdress it, if you wanted to tighten it up in some way, you could remake that check if you wanted to. Okay, so that's what Asmoth's been doing. Albrecht.
Oh. So Albrecht is lying low in the best way he knows, which is spending time at his actual house.
My condolences.
So I think the major things that he does are he gets a new suit of armor commissioned, which is his champion plate mail. And then sends off a letter to the Paralector of the Order of the Torrent, basically saying, requesting the opportunity to take part in the trial to become a Hell Knight.
So you're sending that off now, or are you writing that now to be sent? Sorry.
So writing it to send off.
Okay.
Where the
Because he's
trial
currently
is.
in hiding. I will remind you.
I'm aware.
Cool. You think you've got an idea of how you could get that letter to him? It would basically be the next time you're at the Tooth and Nail, because the owner of that establishment is his cousin. So she could definitely pass that message on for you, you reckon?
That's probably the best way. The trial to becoming Hell Knight being naturally fighting a devil to the death in single combat.
I love that that's a thing that exists in this board, and that is a thing that you want to do. It's great. Okay. So aside from just hiding out at home, and having to deal with your cousins and your very disapproved. Actually, hold on. Just noticed that Artemis snuck in. When did you get in here?
Kitty.
And I've seen that there have been donations, so I am required to pet the kitty.
But we can't see the kitty. Not very easily.
You know about that?
They're still shy new kitties, so
Okay.
you can't
Maybe.
be in the same way I am with Monty, which is just grab him and throw him in front of a video, just this is happening, cat.
I have two options. I can either adhere to the donations and pet the kitty, or I can bring her into screen so you guys can see her for 5 seconds and then run the risk of her running off.
It's a tough choice.
I say just pet the kitty.
We are
Or
blessed.
this will happen. Hold on. Can I move this down a little bit?
Kitty.
Hiya.
Oh my goodness, that's a kitty.
She's a little tawdy.
She's a beauty. Her name is Artemis. Hello. I know, they bought you lots of pets. No, you can't play with the wire. But they bought you a lot of pets.
Yes, I can, actually.
She's mostly sniffing it at the moment, so that's okay. So, yes, your uncle. The last time that you spoke to your uncle, he told you that you were either to get a deal arranged with the head of house. It's been so long, I don't remember the name of any of the NPCs.
Tennyson.
Nope, he's Tennyson.
Oh.
It's
Bingus.
It's not
Alorian.
Victor.
The head of House Alorian. You were to either get a deal with. Where are you going? You either to get a deal with him for security or not come home.
That is what Albrecht will be spending the bulk of his downtime doing.
Okay.
Is in negotiations.
Okay. So, how good is your diplomacy?
Very good.
How good is very good? You know, hiding under the desk. She's hiding under the desk.
So plus 11 modifier in diplomacy, plus 14 on intimidate.
Okay. Do you want to go for a diplomacy or an intimidate with this?
I think the Tennyson style is definitely trying to strong arm, so I will go for intimidation.
Okay, cool.
That's a nice house you have there. It would be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you the choice because you did roll well on intimidate. You reckon what are you thinking? That's dust. You reckon? You reckon that if you were to go through with this intimidation tactic in making this deal, you reckon you could make it, and you could get a security measure in at House Alorian and make your uncle proud or whatever it is. Follow up through with your uncle's threat and call his bluff. You also think that ongoing relationships with House Alorian would be difficult. So I'll tell you right now, you can either, basically with the intimidate that you've got, I'll give you the choice. If you follow through with a plan, you will get the thing. You will be able to be allowed back home. Your uncle will, whether he shows pride or not is up to him, but you will have followed through with the deal with your uncle. Any future interactions that you or people who are known to be affiliated with you have with House Alorian will be at a bigger difficulty of an amount. You don't know how much. Or you cannot take that difficulty. You can basically back out of the deal before you go full intimidation. You don't get that difficulty, but you know how your uncle will react. Or the fact that you backed out.
See, there are two wolves inside me, and both of them are nobles. And one of them says it's important to keep good relations with people, and the other one says House Alorian is a minor house. Who cares about them? And I think that wolf is winning.
Okay, so you're going to go through with the intimidate.
I will browbeat him.
You're going to browbeat the Lord. To remind everybody of who the Lord of House Alorian is, the sea captain who hired you to save his love, who was imprisoned away, was the son and the heir of the noble of House of Alorian, who you are currently browbeating. He has lost his son in a very dramatic display after the hellhound he had been gifted to him by Lord Mayor Barzillai Throne failed to track his son down. He is now missing, has disappeared off into the ether. And within maybe 2 weeks of that happening, you're now coming in and browbeating him into submission to make a deal with House Tanessa for security.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic.
Probably going off that, saying the forces of hell cannot keep your house safe, but House Tanessa can. That's probably their unofficial motto.
Okay, cool.
Nice CR2 Hellhound there, Bubby.
He was CR6.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to fight him by myself.
He was a Cerberus. He was a 3-headed hellhound.
Nice CR6 Hellhound that didn't do anything.
Because you guys dived into the sewers and he couldn't follow you. Yes, that is how you spell that name. All right, I've made a note of that. So you finish off that deal, browbeat it into submission, are allowed back home, and then have to deal with your very boorish cousins for 2 to 3 days. Are you happy with your decisions?
So Alberic's not proud of himself, but he got the job done.
Okay, cool. Was there anything else that you wanted to be doing there, or are you literally just hanging out at home at that point?
So the rest of it will be basically preparing for the trial, which will be a mixture of like physical combat training and breath control.
Okay, cool. All right. So you're preparing for. So you're training yourself up for the fight with the devil. Okay. Sebastian, I'll give you a little bit of a better. I need to mute one of these Discords. Bear with me. I'll give you a little bit more of a brief about what's been going on with Sebastian over the past few weeks. So Sebastian, I believe the last time you were driving Sebastian was around the time that we had dealt with the thing with the sea captain, and you gained the pieces of the cup.
That is correct. I was also there, I think, for the start of the investigation into the serial killer on the streets or on the roofs, but not the end of that. So I sort of missed that. So
that's fine. So for your benefit, you had made contact, or contact was made with you by the Rose of Kintargo, the secret leader of the Cult of Maloney in Kintargo, oddly enough, who is the tiefling tailor of magical goods known as Hetmon Hace. He recruited you to find out what had happened to a member of his flock who had been killed. That was tracked down through various means to a clockworker known as Val Wax. And when you snuck into his apartment, it was discovered that he held a very evil-looking, glowing red knife, kukri, which Volvex was killed by you guys. His body and unattached head was unceremoniously dumped into the sewers. And the blade itself was destroyed by Albrecht, with the will of Iomade and his will combined. He smited it to death. Then I think that was the main big thing that you guys did. After that, Gideon decided that he wanted to throw a party to celebrate what had been going on, and he decided to throw a party in the Devil's Nursery. You were all invited. Sebastian went because,
of course,
yeah. And it got close to curfew. About half an hour before curfew, you saw Tatari guards walking around, look at the party, which was still going full swing very pointedly, and leave. And then at 9 o'clock, basically on the dot, everybody had been shooed, either had gone home their separate ways or had been shooed into what is basically forming like the main hall of the Devil's Nursery, with Gideon standing guard in front of it, where 4 Tatari guards and 4 armigers of Hell Knights of the Rack specifically basically demanded that he open the doors so that they could break up the party because it was curfew.
I imagine that went really well for them.
Well, they're all dead. And Sebastian's part in that was some of the Tatari guards ran in order to try and get more help. and Sebastian straight up Batmaned over the roofs.
Beautiful.
With some of the other members of the Silver Ravens who are just like some of the spy ones, in order to hello baby stop them before they could, which you did successfully. So the last thing that Sebastian did was hunt down some of the Tatari guards. Why are you going in that bag? Was hunt down some of the Tatari guards. Dispatch, I think at that point the Silver Ravens would have agreed to dispatch of the bodies because they've got ideas of where to hide those things. And you have been laying low since then. So we are now in a 2 to 3 days after that. What would Sebastian be doing?
Well, Sebastian has been walking past Datari guard posts at about roughly sort of 10 meters, or you might say 30 to 35 feet.
Amazing.
And he has been using his new powers to make Datari speak through the art of ventriloquism, rousing Silver Raven propaganda in amongst their fellows as he walks past. So as he walks past, one of them suddenly says, "Down with Buzz Lythrune!" in the middle of their guard squad. Or says, "I support the Silver Ravens wholeheartedly."
I need to see this. Okay, so it's...
So it is the ability Mockingbird, which combines, it's not a magical effect, it's just my skill. It combines vocal alteration, ghost sound, and ventriloquism, which are all spells, but I can do any and all of them at will.
Amazing. Mockingbird. Where is it?
So it's a vigilante talent, so it should be on my talents section.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at your sheet.
So it's
just because you've not used this yet, and I want to see how it. There it is. Function similarly to a combination of the ghost sound, ventriloquism, of vocal alteration spells. You can throw your voice at a distance.
Yeah, and so those
okay. So the main thing is the mimicry of it. You can throw your voice and you can make it sound like it's coming from this dude perfectly. I would say the main thing is
sounding like them.
Yeah.
So vocal alteration gives me a +10 to disguise rolls to mimic people's voices. My disguise is currently, because I have max ranks in disguise, it's currently a +10, so I have a +20 on this roll.
Roll a disguise for me then. You know what? I feel like this is going to be... I was going to say, this is going to be how long you can keep this gag up.
So that's a 35.
Yeah. So over 2 to 3 days.
I wind up some Datari.
Oh, okay.
I don't do it that often because I literally have to walk past. It's not that long a range, but like a couple of times a day, I just really annoy a group of Datari.
So there is at least one time when you do that, you're walking away, and as you're walking away, you can hear a scuffle breaking out behind you, and various shouts of traitor and what the bloody hell you're playing at, and those kind of things.
I'm sure it will do wonders for their morale.
And yes, so that is... Oof. So you do that like a couple of times a day, right?
Yeah, to different groups of Datari, different places around the city, yeah.
A different place around the city, yeah, okay. And you got 35.
Yeah. To mimic the voices.
Yeah.
Because that's what I roll plus an extra 10 for the vocal alteration. It's a silly ability, I apologise, but it's also exactly what I should be doing to these poor hapless
It's absolutely hilarious, and you rolled real high, so I'm just trying to work out like how to build off on it. Cool. All right. So you did that for a few days. Whist. Oh yeah, are you doing anything else?
Yeah, so I'm also trying to teach Vendelfek how to throw his voice. I don't know if I'll be successful, but you know,
He has a great time.
that is what I feel like that is partly how I've been practicing. I've been practicing with the fairy dragon, trying to throw his roar and things. But yeah,
Did
that's
I do
it.
Did I do
Just
it?
teaching how to scream, basically.
Did I do it? It's a lot of that for these 3 days.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that. All right. Whist, what are you doing?
Whist has got a few things going. So he's been taking a few trips back and forth to the old watchmakers.
Yep.
And assume after a few days that'll be ready.
Yeah.
But he's also he's doing some meetings with the breakfast boys. He's getting them back meeting for breakfast. And yeah, I think he's being a bit more, he's not being outward with his faith, but he's certainly being a bit more vocal than he was before.
Noted.
Yeah, so he's not like, what up, guys? It's me, your friendly local cleric of Milani. He's just, but he's probably whereas before he's been more circumspect and he'd be like, I don't know really much about that. He might kind of try to bolster, if people are talking about it, kind of bolster them and kind of try and make them feel like we're in a safe space. We can talk about this. You know, we can kind of build something here without it being like creating a faith group in our local pub, and it will definitely get burned down next week.
Okay. So, who is coming around to Breakfast Boys? So it's you. Is Gideon coming to Breakfast Boys?
I mean, sure.
You don't have to.
I mean, I'm happy to join the Breakfast Boys. I'm surprised that there wasn't attempts to recruit a certain paladin into the Breakfast Boys.
I imagine everyone's been like quite forcefully recruited into the Breakfast Boys if they'll allow themselves to be. I don't think there's anyone here who I'm like, you can't be a Breakfast Boy.
Okay, so everyone in the party has been invited to Breakfast Boys. Who goes to Breakfast Boys?
I'll go to Breakfast Boys.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool.
Asmol hates it, but he's been invited, so he has to go.
I don't think Evie goes for the sort of 2 days because she's got other plans.
I mean, who doesn't like breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, I like importantly, like probably Asmoth. It's probably Whist and Sebastian, because Whist has said to Sebastian, "Oh, he won't go if I ask him." And the main argument that keeps getting thrust at you is who doesn't like breakfast over and over again until you submit.
I love that. So as well as yourselves, there's Bob the Halfling Child.
Yeah, very important.
Sausage. Very important. There is Sausage.
Yeah, today sausages, because he's got a lot of them.
His sausages today, wonderful. Are there any other NPCs that you would be trying to recruit into Breakfast Boys?
I mean, if Satrona wants to be an honorary Breakfast Boy, I'd love to have her there, but I'm going to be casual about it.
Sure. She'll make it to one.
I will invite as well Stagugin the dwarf, who lives across the way from where we have breakfast boys, I believe.
Is this an NPC I'm just forgetting about, or
Nope.
is it?
Like
Okay.
only Wizards met him.
I'm really
Cool.
glad you know who I'm talking about.
Yep. So you go to look for him for the first day.
Hmm.
You knock on his door. You go look around the area. You can't find him at all. The second day, roll a perception check for me.
Give me one tick. Perception. Oh,
Second day, you knock on his door. You think you hear something inside, but no one comes to answer the door. You look through the windows. You look around. No sign of him. Third day, also no sign of him.
I will say, you know who else is a breakfast boy, which I feel like goes without saying,
Mm-hmm.
would be Vendelfek. And might he possibly be there on day 2, given that he likes to hang out with me?
Oh, Vendelfek will be with you every day if you invite him.
Would he do a cheeky perception check?
What we doing?
Just like inviting people, but
What we're looking for?
I'm looking for a dwarf called Stagugin.
Why?
I know, I just quite liked him
Why?
because he was nice.
Why?
Everyone should be a breakfast boy.
Is that it?
Yeah.
If that's it, then that's boring.
Ugh.
I mean, I'll do it, but it's boring.
All right. Well, maybe he's like really fun, and if he came along, he might teach you some cool tricks. I don't know. I've met him once. He seemed pretty cool.
Do you think he has cool tricks?
I mean, probably. I mean, I think my understanding of him is someone who can get away pretty quickly and nimbly. So that might be, maybe he's got a bit more up his sleeve.
Okay. So Vendelfek, for a moment, hops off your arm and then vanishes. You hear a rattling of a shutter inside, or like above your head, and you see a shutter creak open. And then you hear like a brief flapping of wings, and then nothing. A few minutes go by, and then that shutter blasts open, and you feel an invisible weight land on your shoulder. He's not in there.
All right, is nobody in there then?
Somebody, invisible voice.
There's no one in there then?
No.
Oh, fair enough. All right, well, I guess it's just the original members of the Breakfast Boys then.
He kind of shakes off his invisibility as he goes. He's like, let's
go. So I'll do the Breakfast Boys. I'll not quite sermonize while over sausages, but certainly closer to that than I ever have been. And then go on, you were going to say something.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you were about to say something. And then on the last day, or of however long we've got, I'd like to corner Gideon. By corner, I don't mean literally corner. Sam, I paid you back. What's coming to you? But I would like to catch Gideon. Maybe maybe we're just coming out of the hideout, and you're going up the stairs, Gideon, and Whisk's coming up in a hurry. He comes up to you, seemingly out of breath. He's like, "Look, I'm really sorry, Gideon. Can you do me a massive favour?"
Depends what the favour is.
Look, I've got the first evening meeting of the Breakfast Boys, but I really need someone to take this package to the Tooth and Nail to Emily. Can you do it? Because I've got to get there, and I'm already late.
Yeah, sure. Would it not be the Brenner Boys if it's an evening meeting?
West is already running off down the street. He's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And I'll just I guess it's Gideon, what do you do? I'm not the DM.
Is the envelope sealed?
It's a sealed box. It's a sealed box about yay big, quite nicely wrapped.
About that big.
I do it.
Yeah.
You deliver it without opening it?
Yeah, it would be rude. It's not my package.
Okay, wonderful. You head over to the Tooth and Nail. Citrona is there, obviously.
Yeah, I actually think Citrona might know a little bit about this, so maybe Citrona's made sure Emily's around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Citrona sees Gideon walk in, and when she sees Gideon walk in, Gideon roll a sense motive for me.
How much do I need to donate to make this a 1?
You see Citrona smile. You don't get a full read on what the reason behind the smile is, but she just said a favorite customer. Unfortunately for you, I was just about to go on my break. I'll get Emily out for you.
It's okay, I was just here to deliver a package for her.
Oh, perfect timing then. And she will head on round the back.
What time of day is it? It's like evening?
I feel like
early evening, probably.
She's going on break.
It's like dinner boys. Dinner boys, breakfast dinner boys, what time that would be.
Do you need me to help out then if you're taking your break?
Oh no, we've got it. It's all right. And she heads around the back. About 30 seconds later, Emily comes in. She kind of looks behind her and then looks at you and she goes, "Do you have any idea what that's about?"
No. Wes told me to give this to you. Are you okay?
I'm great.
Good.
She's never done that before, but we'll work it out. Present.
She needs to hire more help if she's not taking breaks till this time of the evening. It's not good for her.
I mean, half of the day is just 3 regulars, so it's barely
Those are the valuable people.
That is true. It's more of a case of they're the valuable people, but you kind of get the opportunity to read a book when they're around or have a chat, and then it doesn't really feel like work. Because she's saying this as she's opening this package. So she unwraps it. Inside is a box.
Well, as she unwraps it, first off,
Yeah.
Gideon, if it's all right, can you make a perception check?
Cool. What is
26?
That's going to pass whatever this is.
Yeah, okay, so Gideon, as it opens, you see a small torn bit of paper just fall to the floor and land at your toe.
Okay, I pick it up. Is it folded or not?
Yeah, it's folded.
Oh, this came out. I hand it over.
Sure. Okay. I guess
paper and opens it.
Yeah, it's got a note, a handwritten, scrawled note that says, "Just ride with it and don't kill me."
Who did you say this is from?
Whist?
She shows you the note, puts it on the side, and then opens the box.
Yeah,
Whist,
and
what is inside the box?
inside is an incredibly beautiful, exquisitely made pocket watch by perhaps one of the greatest pocket watch designers. One that maybe a fiance would be getting for their bride to be or similar. And it's got beautiful engraving on it. There's engraving of 2 silver ravens. And each of them are holding a pint glass, like a stein, in their talons. And there's engraved writing on the front, which says, "Emily, I'm grateful every day that we found each other again." And if she opens it up,
which she will. She's very confused, but she will.
It's a skeleton timepiece, so you can see all the workings of the clock. And on the other side, it says, "Drink?" ?
So Emily's looking at the watch, and you can very clearly see like the blush that goes from like under her collar all the way up to her ears, like just entire full face flush. She's looking at this and then kind of looks at Gideon and like, aside from the blush, doesn't really have a reaction. And she's just kind of staring at Gideon, trying to like waiting for him to say or do something. And I'm going to say that all of this is both in character and is also real to time. So the two of them are just staring at each other silent while trying to process what the hell is going on.
I think I understand why Whist was making such a strange cover story. The Watchmaker. And I will kill them.
Can I join you? Unless I shouldn't. Should I? Closest the watch.
I was raised by my grandma right to be respectful to women, and I won't say no, but I didn't know what this was. So it's yes from me, but no pressure. If you want to hunt down Whist,
you know what?
I would like to respectfully join you.
I think hunting down Whist and then getting drinks, and she says while gesturing with the watch, sounds like a great idea.
Is Citrona about to finish her break?
Do you want me to check, or are we just doing formalities?
Is it just the regulars in?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
But right, I'll put a platinum piece behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And say to the regulars, you've got a one platinum piece tab. if it goes past that, just put it behind the bar. And when Citrona arrives, tell her I will be having a... Please.
They all cheer because, to be honest, they heard nothing past one platinum piece tab. At those words, they all cheer. Which
were they in on it? I got a 20.
The regulars have no idea what just happened. They weren't listening. All they heard was you direct to them that they now have a tab of a platinum piece. Their cheers bring Citrona out of hiding. Like part of her, like, she looks incredibly, like, I think for a moment, with a 32 Unsense motive, for a moment she looks incredibly excited, and then realizes it's just the regulars cheering, and then looks confused, and then looks over at you, and sees that you are very not impressed.
Let's go and find Whist, shall we? Break is over.
Have fun.
Whee! Well, I will say, do you want to role play this out, Percy? Because I'm happy to. But
Has Evie had their...
I will do Evie's 3 days, and then we can circle back.
Cool.
So, Evie, what have you been doing for the past 3 days?
I don't know why everyone else is looking at me as though I'm the problem child. I mean, have you seen what Andrew did? Like, so Evie is like, after hearing about the incident with the party, is like, oh, that's awful, terrible. I wonder if I could do worse. And so gets a few like over the top like Victorian era like dresses where it's like corseted and then just like turns into like a huge bushel of cloth which goes around you, and essentially invites herself to every noble's party that is happening, because let's be honest, they've been locked up in the city, so they're probably having parties every other day. And essentially is just going to flirt with the women, start fights with the men, and try and foment like incredible amounts of unrest against specifically the Hell Knights and the amount of, shall we say, fascism that they're inflicting upon people.
Okay, cool. So, I feel like I want to do 2 checks here. Well, the first one is dependent on how much Evie cares about, like, the inner politics of Kintargo. And, like, the noble houses, their loyalties and things like that.
No, that doesn't matter to Evie. Evie is just going...
You do not care one bit.
Yeah, Evie is going in blind.
Amazing. Okay. In that case, this either makes it easier or worse. We'll see how this goes. I feel like I want to do a check to see how many of these parties you can sneak into. And I don't know what the check should be.
I mean, can I argue for maybe disguise to get in the door, essentially?
I mean, you can... I feel like in the sense of, like, you're going from, like, just generic, like, noble vibes to, like, trying to, like, possibly make yourself vaguely look like a certain house and a different house every time. Yeah, that would be a disguise.
Seems fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. That was a relatively poor roll, but 23.
23. Okay, cool. I'd say then There's a grid that I need that's somewhere, and I don't know where it's gone. Give me the. Where's my table? That's not helpful. Okay. Let's try. Nope. Must be in a different book. Okay. I know what it is I want. Let's try in here. What about this one? Come on. How many of these books do I need to open? God damn it. All right. So I will say that with a 23, you are able to get into the parties. The amount of trouble you try and cause dictates how quickly you are thrown out of the parties.
I mean, that entirely depends on how hot the women at the parties are. Let's be honest. Or men, I guess.
Or men.
Specifically, I want to jewel the men, though, so you know.
There is a table around here somewhere. I know there is. Where is it? Okay. I'll definitely say you can get into some shenanigans. Sorry, I'm trying to find something else at the same time, which is like a nice convenient list of the main houses of Kintargo. And I now cannot find it. And it's bugging me. Oh, it's right there. What am I doing? It's literally, I'm being an idiot. Okay, so, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay, cool. Because obviously the 10th house, which is Victor Cora, has been dismantled, destroyed, laid to a pile of burning rubble. But we still have the Tanison estate, the House of Tanison, Delrange, Jarvis, Olamaxa, Vishnastil, Jaltero, Olorian, and Serini. So, let's play this night by night. Night 1, I will say that every single night there are noble ladies who are fully made up to the nines and everything else. Like, they've got all their bling on and everything else. Make a sense motive check for me, if you want to.
I mean,
I
I'll
don't know
make
what
it.
Evie's vibe is right now. But yeah, make a sense motive check for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There are
Like,
people.
you walk into this party and you honestly expected the party to probably be a little bit louder. But you can work with this.
I should say that the first night I'm dressed in the House Colours of House Elorian, just in case I cause massive trouble. There's no reason really.
Okay.
Just randomly pick them.
You randomly picked House Elorian. Wonderful. I mean, you do know those colours. You have engaged with them recently. You walk in. Oh, hold on, you picked a Lorien. And what is the line that you're currently spreading? Like,
So
what's like?
I won't be spreading a line initially. I'll just be coming in and attempting to like. Part of this is feeling out like the sort of noble circles and how bored everyone is,
Mhm.
but it's mainly because Evie herself is bored.
Okay. So to House of Lorien, you see two rather stocky looking, you probably would say like generically handsome men in colours that you have seen Alveric wear in
Aw.
amongst the crowd.
I can't remember if anyone ever actually told me about Alvarez's cousins, you know?
Would Alveric have mentioned his cousins to everyone?
Absolutely not. Under no circumstances.
There are
I
other
mean-
people around, like you've got there's a gaggle of there's a group of very pretty women all kind of talking to each other. Like you feel like, again, like they should be like, there should be a bit more of like a giggle and brevity and like the chatter that they're doing. There's like a little somber element to everything that's going on, but like people are still kind of like trying to put on airs. There's these two in the corner who, one of them is like very loudly telling a story to some like nearby nearby like fellow scions, and the other one's just kind of like egging them on, like wingmanning them in the story. You see a group, there's probably like a few dotted around, like more matronly, like older nobles, like standing and sitting and things like that. There is music playing in the corner. It is too slow, you think, to dance to, which you're in a rather large room. You feel like there should be the perfect attitude for dancing, but there's perfect space for dancing, but no one's trying to, and it's very odd. But yeah, that is the setup that you have.
He's like takes all this in and is like, feels like a funeral in here. Just checks to see that there are like like in memoriam plaques. Doesn't seem like it.
Nope. Like everyone's in like their normal colors. Nobody's in mourning clothes. Nobody's in mourning colors. Everybody's dressed like they would be for a party. It just doesn't feel like a party.
I'm going to go to the group of beautiful women and essentially just try and ingratiate myself by over the top flirting with one of them.
Okay, cool. Can I just check as well, which way are you presenting? Like, you presenting more mask or more femme?
Oh, this is femme because I have to wear the full dress currently for reasons.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do. So there's a big dress. You know what? Like when you first get there and you show up with this really big skirt, which is probably a bit bigger than all of theirs, they first start complimenting you and being kind of excited at the idea of like you bringing in a new fashion and a new fashion coming in, and then they start to be there like, how do you like get the skirt to be that full, and like what's your secret, and like kind of sidling up to you to be there like, what's what kind of things, like what kind of bustle are you using? How many petticoats are you using? Any petticoats? Are you using something else? Is there something magical going on? Like, you must tell us your secrets, please, darling. And you very much slide into that conversation easily. You can throw in a bit of flirting. Some of the flirting goes directly over these poor girls' heads. Some of them pick up on it and very quickly like ignore it. And they're like, no, she can't be flirting with us. She must just be being very friendly. And some of them do pick up on it. And I wouldn't say reciprocate because they're in a group, but engage with it.
Noted.
Noted. But yes, you can start doing that.
Yeah, like I think Evie is like has a time. Obviously, if anyone asks about the where I got the clothes from, I give them the name of the best tailor in the city.
They are very curious, and some of them are a little bit like when you mention Red Roof, and you mention the Devil's Threads. Some of them have clearly heard the name and kind of sneer at it a little bit. Some of them are curious in a way that probably feels a little cringy because they're like, "Wait, a tiefling could do that." Kind of energy, but it's so beautiful. How do they know? Kind of thing. How do they know to be able to make something like that?
Oh no, they're racist.
They're nobles.
Good point.
They're nobles and chiliacs.
Very, very good point.
But yeah, so they have that kind of energy. Some of them are open to hearing your recommendation. The people who were engaging with your flirtations still seem to be engaging with your flirtations. Do you do anything else this night, or is it just a lot of flirting?
I mean, so if you know how in Regency era books and similar, you get the man who is attempting to flirt and then is clearly not getting anywhere because the woman doesn't want any of it.
Yeah.
So that man is getting challenged to a duel.
Beautiful. And how are you doing this duel? Are you taking up a weapon, or are you just punching them?
I'll be taking up a weapon.
Okay. What is the weapon?
I mean, what like as it's a duel, I think it's only fair that they decide.
Okay. This clearly very affronted noble who looks at what is currently presenting as a woman, looks up and down at this very big skirted woman and she's like, like you could ever fight in that thing. And decides to go easy on you. And picks. You're a fighter, right? So you can use any martial weapon.
Correct.
Cool. All right. So he'll pick a rapier because he thinks it'll be light enough that you might be able to wield it with your delicate femininities.
There's a point where Evie is given the word rapier, like does that thing of like, oh, I don't know if I can, and then just very quickly like does a quick slice and chops like the wick of a candle off nearby, and it's like, yeah, this seems to work. Okay.
Cool. The temptation to do an intimidate off you just chopping off the wick of a candle, or letting you just do an attack, and I mean, roll an attack for me.
I guess I'll just click melee. Yeah, that's a 21.
Yeah, cool. How much do you want to embarrass this guy?
I want to do the full, like, I don't draw any blood from him, but he is going to need a tailor after the fight.
Amazing.
Like, it's very clear that Evie is deliberately destroying his very expensive outfit.
He's shrieking at this. The women who he was coming on to are cackling at it. The other men are very affronted. Some of them are also laughing at this, depending on their loyalties to this unnamed noble. You don't know which house. You don't know anything about this man. You just know that you've just humiliated him in front of all of his peers. At which point, yeah.
I know exactly two house colours in the city, Tannis and Nilorian.
Yeah.
So I know he's not related to.
He's not related
Albrecht.
to Tannison or Elorian. He's not related to Albrecht. And he's not wearing the house colours you have borrowed.
I'll probably find out from someone's gossip at some point.
However, after doing this and getting a round of applause from the women, you are very promptly ushered out. Would you object to being ushered out?
No, but I will offer my arm to one of the women that he was flirting with if they'll take it.
Roll a dice for me and pick higher or lower.
I will say higher.
Cool. Do you want her to have been one of the people you were flirting with and reciprocated, or not?
Yes, 100%.
Cool, fantastic. So everybody else reads this as a case of she is going with you as like a kind of a sign of unity of a like, well, I am so offended. You know exactly why she's leaving with you. Now, I will say for nights 2 and 3, in order to be able to get into this party, you have to be able to disguise yourself against yourself who has made an impression. So you have to beat a number of 23.
Yeah, that seems fine.
So night 2.
Night 2, I'm obviously going disguised as well, I can't go as disguised as House of Lorien again. I don't want to cause any problems for that house. That would be tragic. So I guess I have to go with like House Tannison colours, to be honest with you.
Okay.
No, but like it's the colours, but like the designs are slightly off. Like it be like a lesser house, which is like under House Tannison sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just so that like the cousins don't immediately make me.
Sure.
So that's a 30.
Okay, cool. You get into this one under the colours of House Tannison. I have a question for Albrecht. Do you go to any of these parties generally?
I think the funniest answer is he goes to this one specifically.
Cool. Both of you roll. Do I make this the flat d20 roll, or do I get you to roll your respective initiatives to work out who gets to this party first?
I will arrive fashionably late.
Okay, that decides it for me then. In fact, fantastic. Albrecht, you are. What are you doing at this party, Albrecht?
Honestly, I think he would be taking part in dance.
Okay, fantastic. I know who you're dancing with. Do you remember Lady Rolda Orlamaxa?
That name sounds very familiar.
She is the one who is really into plays and opera.
Oh, yes. I do
Her.
remember.
So she was at this party and is very excited to tell you an update that she's had about something going on with your little performance project. But first, the music starts and it's much more jovial this time. So you are dancing with Lady Rolda Orlamaxa, and it's all very above board, very civil, noble dancing. She's having the time of her life. You're very much playing the airs and you're spinning her. And as you spin her out the corner of your eye, you see Evie. And you're like, that can't be right. Evie can't be here. And you turn his ear again. And Evie is in your house colours in a giant dress with a huge skirt.
I'm just imagining that scene from the Umbrella Academy. It's just like...
Yes, the casting call. Yes. As you see Evie walk into a house, a party held by... You know what? I know why you attended this party, because this whole party is being hosted by House Orlamaxa. So you came to this party in order to catch up with Rolder. And now Evie is here and wearing your colours.
Again.
Oh,
Is everything all right? Says Rolder, as you are still dancing.
yes, I think I think I've just spied one of my cousins.
Oh, which one? The tall one or the handsome one?
I like the idea that I like as they're looking for them, I'm literally there talking to the two cousins.
Both of them, it would seem.
She kind of like cranes her neck. She's kind of like, she's not craning her neck. She's far too ladylike for that. But you like give her the opportunity to spin so that she can see what it is you're looking at. She's like, oh, well, that lady is new.
Yes, she is.
Do you know her?
Um,
You must do. I'm pretty sure. I mean, those aren't your exact colours. The shade of blue isn't quite right, but it's close enough.
yes. I suspect that a devil has come into my house wearing slightly off colours to aggravate me specifically.
Well, who would do such a thing?
Oh, I have some ideas.
Do you need to deal with this, or is this something we can ignore so that we can have more pleasant conversation?
As much as I am enjoying this dance, I do have to make sure that my house is not set on fire. Please excuse me for a moment.
Well, it was a lovely dance. Thank you very much. And she'll like give you a curtsy. And she'll go off to find another dancing partner. How do you approach Evie in this moment? Is it like a purposeful stride? Are you weaving surreptitiously? How are you approaching Evie in this moment?
I think the only description I can give is like a hellhound.
Evie,
Straight
you
line
don't
directly forwards.
Evie, I want you to do a perception check to see if you have noticed Elbrick before this happens. Or you can elect to fail.
I mean, I'm going to give Andrew the opportunity to force me to roll a natural 1 before I do anything else. But
No.
Otherwise, I'll roll. Okay.
No, you roll naturally.
That's a 6.
Cool. So you swan in. This is a much better party. This is definitely more what you were after the previous night. There's already people dancing. The music is much livelier. There's drinks being swirled around. A lot more people are chattering and stuff. And you're there like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a fun night. And you swan up to one group or another, about to try to introduce yourself or like sidle into the conversation. And you just hear end right behind you.
That
Lady
moment, I
Evelyn,
feel
what a magnificent surprise.
I'm going to speak in exactly the level of volume that the cousins can hear. It's like, oh my lord, Albrecht, I thought you would yet again be ill for this evening. Was that not your last excuse for missing a party of such joy?
I had 2 cracked ribs as well, you know.
It's weird. Usually people only have cracked ribs after a duel. I hope you weren't doing anything too strenuous.
God.
Bring out a fan and start fanning myself.
Do you have an immediate response, Albert, or are you just kind of like floored at that? Because if you are floored at that, I'm afraid that your cousins would take the opportunity to slide into the conversation and be there like,
I don't think Albrecht would even initially understand what Evie is referring to.
you just kind of
then
like
go,
flabbergasted at the moment, and then you suddenly get a recognizable, very strong arm wrap around your shoulders and clap your arm, go, all right then, Al, who is this lovely lady that you have... Kind of looks like, actually then looks at you and then like looks down at the dress and back up. Is like, are you an offshoot house?
I do the fan snap and I go, "Oh, you're exactly as smart as my mother told me."
This is oof. Hold on, I've got their names here somewhere. All right. Odds is Alfred, evens is Edward. It's Edward. So Edward apparently doesn't get the sarcasm in the voice and like kind of smiles a little bit like smug at the compliment that he just received.
Yes. We're quite small. We live in the boonies, shall we say, but House Tannison saved us quite a few years ago now. And we've pledged to them ever since.
We are very honored. And he like goes to like take your hand and like do like the very like to like do the bow and like kiss your hand kind of move if you let him.
Yes, and I will make sure it's the hand without the gauntlet on.
Amazing. Amazing. I love how you're wearing the gauntlet. Okay.
It's magically hidden. Like,
of course it is, because of the thing. Yeah. So you are stretched the safe hand, and he like goes to kiss it and goes, "I'm very glad that we could save a house with such a beauty." Edward.
Evelyn. I look at Albrecht and like just do a little like it looks like I'm blinking, but I'm clearly winking at Albrecht. And like I bring out the fan and just start fanning myself again.
Well, then you have to tell us how you know about my favorite cousin. And he kind of looks at Albert pointedly.
You don't have any other cousins. Buffoon.
Yes, that's why you have to be my favorite.
Ah.
You're also my least favorite.
After all the effort I've put into to avoid hitting you in the face.
I mean, don't stop me. I'm not going to stop you if you wish to start duels. just checks my nails.
he like Edward is like guffawing at that and like turns to his brother to be like, "Oh, have you heard this? Albrecht's apparently going to start a duel. He wants to punch me in the face." As if you could.
Don't call my honor into question. This is your one warning.
Yeah, call my honor into question. This is your one warning.
Evie lets out the most genuine laugh at that because this entire thing is brilliant from her point of view.
Are you going to make me pull up a noble stat block so that you can punch your cousin?
You know what?
I have one. Go for it.
He's earned a playful punch in the side that is not playful in the slightest.
Cool. All right. So you're making an attack roll for me.
Yeah, one sec.
Hold on. Are you doing this as an unarmed strike?
Yes.
Oh God! How do unarmed strike? What are unarmed strike rules in Pathfinder like? Because they're weird.
No, it's like base attack bonus plus strength.
you do like
yeah,
a
it's just that you
suddenly-
have to do non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think you count as proficient unless you have improved unarmed strike. Because that's why I have knuckle dusters.
Oh, hello again.
Oh,
Help me.
you heard it here first. Time to get in your donations.
Yeah, she's
oh,
already
Chinese-
getting. She already has some pets owing from the last 3 donations that came in. Thank you, people.
It's just a regular kind of bioweapon, so I will just go for it.
Okie dokie. You. Oh no way. Hold on. Sorry, baby. Let me get to the mouse.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
there is a cat giving this noble soft cover, so
Okay. I will say, because he doesn't actually expect you to punch him, he's flat-footed, which means you beat it. As in, beats it. If he was prepared for it, you would have missed.
I'm not proud of the sucker punch, but I will stand by it.
Okay. Hey.
like it's taking all of Evie's restraint and not to like be giving a big thumbs up right now.
Okay, I think she's actually going to settle on me for at least a little bit. So you just get to see cat ears in the corner of the screen. Okay, so have you? Okay, yeah. So you do deal some level of non-lethal damage
It's
with an
1d3.
unarmed strike. So it is 1d3 non-lethal plus strength.
So that'd be 5 non-lethal damage.
Not 5 non-lethal damage. So you, where are you punching him?
Straight in the solar plexus.
Okay, cool. He doubles over, fully winded, cannot breathe for a hot second. He doesn't quite fall to his knees, but it's dramatic enough that everybody who is not immediately in the conversation still like sees, like starts to like turn around to see what is going on as they now see one of the scions of House Denessen wheezing and doubled over. With Evelyn, I think, genuinely laughing behind their fan.
Yep.
And Albrecht shaking off his fist after having just punched his cousin.
Lady Avalon, it would appear my darling cousin has come down with a bit of a coughing fit. Would you be so kind as to look after him for a moment?
Oh, of course. I will get like a large, like as large a goblet as is being offered of wine, and just gonna booze up his cousins. He'll be fine. Nothing bad can happen if I do that.
Okay. So Albrecht disappears off. Evie now has a very winded and like the biggest wound to Edward at the moment is to his ego. And so for as long as you are willing to stomach it, he is going to be telling you, first of all, that damn Albrecht basically like blindsided him. And if he hadn't have done that, then Edward would have been able to take him on, no problem. And then, how long does Evie put up with this chat from Edward?
Oh, I mean, it depends how much dirt he dishes out on Albrecht, really.
That depends on how long you're willing to stay.
I mean, I'll probably say I'll do the polite thing and say for about 10 minutes before, like, sort of doing, like, making an excuse to go cause problems elsewhere at the party.
So that 10 minutes will be enough time for him to start telling you about Albrecht basically cheating there because he blindsided him, and if he'd have done this as like an actual proper honourable duel, then Edward would have wiped the floor with him. And then starts to get into some of what you can sense is like Alberic's more embarrassing stories from training, while at the same time Edward is hyping himself up with how good he is at training and at beating up people, and he's so strong and all of that stuff. So you could probably only stomach about 10 minutes worth.
I mean, can I also, like, when he says training, like, I have also gone through training, so I'm kind of intrigued as to, like, the level that they train at. Considering, it, like, the description I have always given of Evie's training is it's the, her dad is the sergeant from oh, what's his name? Starship Troopers sergeant. So her training was literally hell.
It's very clearly that you two had very different types of training. In fact, I think that if he starts like telling you like some of the cool things that he did while training with his brother and cousin, you're there like, but that's not training. That's not even close to training. Like, where's the blood? Where's the tears? Where's the hallucinations after 72 hours of no sleep? Or whatever like crazy things happen in your training. Like none of that happened. This is just a guy who has a sword teacher and goes through either at some point daily, at some point not daily, drills with it with the same like 2 or 3 people.
Wow.
Like it's very clearly like a like he is combat trained, like he knows how to use the sword and he knows how to wield himself and he knows all of these things. He doesn't necessarily know like to, I think, like a lower level fighter, he'd probably pose as some level of he's a decent fight. To you, nah.
Yeah, so Evie will withstand it for 10 minutes before failing the constitution check.
Going off to
And
find
then-
more drinks and escaping him.
Yeah, going off to find people to flirt with and start fights with, as is the true tradition of every party.
Mm-hmm. So while that is happening, and while Evie then disappears off to go make more trouble, Albrecht, you slinked away. Were you returning to Roller, or were you going to do something else?
I think at one point Albrecht would like to genuinely ask Evie to dance.
Aww.
Evie will be like, "Oh, very, very well." Then, like, just blanks on what you should call someone who's of like a major house compared to you. It's like, Sir Albrecht.
I've not been lighted yet, Lady Evelyn.
I look forward to your trials, sir. I believe we made a bet on seeing that I could potentially do the same, maybe in the future.
That gets some genuine surprise.
Okay. You two dance. Is there anything else in particular that you guys would want to do this night? Is there a conversation you two want to have? Is there a conversation you guys want to have with other people? We can assume that Evie causes trouble until either they are kicked out or until Albrecht is there like, I need to get you out of here before you tarnish my family's name for good. But before that happens, is there anything you guys would like to do?
I think Evie, whilst in the dance, will just be like, so there was. I went to a party yesterday, sir, and there was a noble with. And she'll describe the noble she beat up. It's like, I forget what house those colours are. Could you remind me?
You don't need to roll for this, Albrick, because those colours are decorating this room.
Oh,
I still
shit.
I look up and say, "Oh no!" Probably best not to mention that incident to anyone here.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure. I'm sure the house that was responsible. I believe it was a young lady from House of Lorien. Hopefully, nothing bad happens to House of Lorien in the future. I would hate for them to suffer any misfortunes.
Any further ones?
Everyone's just bullying House of Lorien at this point. Okay. Yeah. So you guys can dance and chatter as much as you want until Evie shenanigans ensue. Is there a point when you guys aren't dancing, or when Albrick is like moving away to take a break?
So I think what Albrick would do is basically use the dance as a means to kind of scout,
Mhm.
and then just like very subtly nudge Evie in directions that would not cause major scandals if
Okay.
someone was seduced and or beaten up.
You're there like, I cannot stop Evie from being chaos, but I can try to direct the chaos. I'll let you
Yes.
do that for free. Why not? Like, okay, cool. So you can't pick Tennyson. You've already Olamac. Well, you've already hurt Olamaxa. You've already hurt Alorian. You've got left Delrond, Jarvis, Varshnastil, Jaltero, and Sereni. Pick a
So
target. Albrick,
think-
pick a target.
Oh god.
You're directing the chaos. So you have Delronge, whose family interest is horse breeding, hunting, and mercantilism, whose political allegiance is to Rune. Jarvis, their interests are architecture, carpentry, and city planning, and stonemasonry. Their allegiance is Kintargo. Varshnastil, Arcadian trade, fishing, and shipbuilding, allegiance Kintargo. Jaltero, interests are information, silver, and stone quarries, allegiance Kintargo. And Serene, interests are diabolism, entertainment, and theatre of the real, allegiance Thrune.
I think I would lean towards the House Delronga.
Delronga?
As they are Thrune loyalists.
They are Thrune loyalists. Cool. All right, you point Evie towards. Odds, it's a noble for Evie to beat up. Evens, it's a lady for Evie to scandalize. Ready? Oh, look, it's another lady for Evie to scandalize by flirting.
Oh no. Oh, whatever will I do?
As you go to. Oh, what would be so funny? The leader of the house wouldn't be here. But it would be so funny.
I mean, does she have a daughter? Just saying.
You go over to a very pretty looking lady who Albrecht directed you to. And now no instruction has been given, but you're taking this as a sign of have fun.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Albert knows me. Like,
Yeah.
I have 2 modes, and one of them is not extreme violence. Okay.
I will let that play off in the background and can get as chaotic as Evie decides at the end of this scene. Albrecht, you were scouting. Is there anything else you want to be doing?
I have done enough, I think.
Cool. At Evie leaving, you step away from the dance floor, go to grab a drink, kind of start to cool down, and you turn around and almost slipping into like your arm, like as a lady who is like very much on a mission might do, Rolda reappears. Albrecht, we never got our chat. I have to tell you what's happened.
One of the minor houses from my mother's side of the family
Oh, of course.
appears to have come to visit, so I had to make sure I made introductions and make sure my cousin stayed nowhere near her.
Ah, is that what that was about? You do honor a lady well. But enough of that. No, I need to tell you the news. So,
Right.
so you know how we were starting to like draft out the script and stuff for the little project we're doing.
I remember.
And we were talking about trying to like get like an open amphitheater and the like, because we wouldn't be able to get into the actual opera house or anything like that. What if I told you we could get into the actual opera house?
You could what?
I don't know for sure yet. Nothing has been finalized. We need to like finish the script and get a big enough name on the bill, I think. But an agent of Lord Thrune found out about the little project that I was wanting to head up on as like pioneering my first like my directorial debut, and they are very interested and would like to help me out, and I might be able to get us into the opera house to do the first performance there. Since before the Lord Mayor arrived.
That is extremely impressive work.
I'm so proud of myself.
As you should be.
But yes, obviously there is a lot of work to do, and there is no guarantees. I mean, if he ends up not liking the performance, then or not liking the script, then the entire thing will be scrapped, and we'll have to go back to the park, and that will be absolutely fine because we will still be able to get it out, and we'll be able to perform the play that we want to exist. But it would be magical if we could get it in there.
Is there anything I can do to help that along?
I will come to you immediately the second I know more, okay?
Have my ear.
Thank you. So yeah, you guys are going to have to start coming up with what this play actually is and try to work out how to get it into the opera house. Now you have an opportunity to. So that's night 2. I'm going to say with a DC of 30 that Evie is able to get into the third party on the third night and causes more mayhem and mischief, but it is nearly 9:30. So that mayhem and mischief can happen. Evie can flirt with whomever she wants to flirt with.
Noted.
And you guys, I think at this point, you guys can rejoin up for Breakfast Boys dinner, which is when Gideon and Emily come in hunting down Whist.
Yeah, it's important to know.
Yeah,
it's important to note. There's no such thing as Breakfast Boys dinner. Like, this was entirely made up. Whist is just very worried that Gideon is actually going to murder him, and so has impromptually just like called the lads around for a drink. You know,
Okay.
if all of you are here, he can't just murder him because.
Cool.
You're all here, right?
Would anybody object to dinner with whist that looks oddly like breakfast?
They only like the bar only knows how to cook sausages. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think Evie certainly turns up. It's
Oh.
like there's a reason that Evie didn't turn up to the third night of things.
Yeah,
this
it's because
this
of
was
this.
happening.
This was happening instead. So Evie's there. Is Sebastian there?
Oh hell yeah!
Cool.
I don't know what's happening, but I've been invited to breakfast boys at dinner time. This never happens. Also, now I can make the sausages talk, which is freaking people out.
Just voices coming out from different plates across the room. Albrecht.
Asmoth is absolutely there. Sorry.
Okay. Is
Albrecht
there?
does attend, but does make a snarky comment about. I thought the point of the breakfast boys was self-evident.
What? We're all honorary boys. What's the problem?
Asmoth's aggressive, like Asmoth's reaction to ventriloquist sausage is just bam. Like,
Yeah,
If you
I was
want
going
me
to say,
freaked out, just like, was ist das?
like at least 2 knives are thrown at sausages.
I'm gonna say that whist is weirdly like prescriptive in where people are sitting as well. Like he's kind of behind a table, like kind of boxed in. So his back is to a wall. There's actually a window above him, and next to him there is Albrecht on one side and Sebastian on the other.
We're going to use the
Vendelfek.
convenient map that is the tooth and nail. You're not in the tooth and nail, but we'll say that the setup is very similar. So just put yourselves on one of the tables.
Yeah, I think I've asked Vendelfek to come along and just like he's having sausages, but he's absolutely just like underneath the table as well. I think he knows what Wister's done because that's quite funny.
Okay, he's giggling under the table.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
So okay, so here's one with a window. So we're at this table.
Yeah.
There's a convenient place to not run. I mean, just some air. Just some air. Got a bit of a headache.
Yep. I'll pop some people on these other tables. All right. Okay, so you guys are in sitting down, getting ready for breakfast dinner. There's a giant plate of sausages on the table. Vendelfek is giggling under the table. Apparently there is something that has entertained him to the point he cannot stop giggling.
I just keep saying it's the sausages. It's the ventriloquist sausages, Sebastian. They're really funny.
Still Vendelfek. Vendelfek's learned the ventriloquism really well.
Yeah. I've been practicing. The sound is just on the table.
I indulge Vendelfek. So when Vendelfek does his thing to make like he's doing it, I'll make one of the sausages squeak.
Stab.
All right, and as you're doing all of that, Gideon and Emily arrive.
Ah, shit.
What's wrong, West?
What's wrong,
I mean,
Do we have the record, like the knives and forks on plates equivalent to the record scratch as we all hear this?
And there's Evie. So Evie is with Gideon. Vendelfek is under the table. The door opens. Gideon steps inside, holds the door open for Emily, who also steps inside. How is Gideon looking when he walks into the place?
I'm not pleased.
Cool.
I'm rarely pleased. I'm not pleased.
All right. Yeah, so as Gideon is approaching, what was the last question that was asked?
I feel like Whisk moment later goes, shit, these are great sausages, to lamely cover for himself as he's just like staring at Gideon and he's gone white.
Cool. All right, Sebastian, you can very easily tell that Whisk is panicked about something, and Gideon is very not pleased, more not pleased than normal.
What did you do?
I think I made a mistake.
Get in, old chap. Are you all right? You look a bit perturbed.
I'm fine. Look, Sebastian.
Emily, would you care to address Whist with me first or second or on your own?
She doesn't answer at first, but she does hold. But she kind of like goes from like following, like kind of relaxed, to holding up a single watch.
Nice watch. Very well made.
I will step back out while you do that. Asmoth, please get me when this is done.
Whist is going to quickly go into his pocket and then shove into Sebastian's lap a potion of cure moderate wounds. So just let what's happen, and then like deal with this later. Just don't let me die. I might die.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
It was all for love, Sebastian.
Well, if it was for
Stand
love.
Now,
by this.
she leans, so she comes closer, and she is at this point between, because of the end play, she has to be between Albrecht and Asmoth. And she knows what you guys can do. She's seen you guys in action, but she doesn't flinch one bit as she steps between you, leads onto the table, holds up the watch. What were you thinking?
I don't know, miss. Just thought you might need a little push.
I
Maybe.
don't. I don't.
Okay.
We don't both need to beat you up right now, and I'm pretty sure it will hurt more from Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of my business. She puts the watch on the table.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That can live there.
As she turns around and like starts sauntering out of the bar, and like she quite clearly is like a case of like, okay, Gideon, your turn, but he's straight up left. So she will now, unless anybody stops her. Nope. Wonderful. She then.
I think Evie says.
I don't know what I'm
probably,
stopping.
Evie says just loud enough for her to hear. Man, I hate to see her walk away, but I'd love to watch her leave.
Evelyn.
Oh no, that wasn't. Oh god, Whist is absolutely going to melt under the table because that was like possibly the worst thing he could ever imagine anyone saying in this situation.
It's genuinely brilliant because Evie has no idea what's going on. It's just like. Cannot read a room to save her life.
So, I feel like I've turned over 3 pages in the novel at once. Could somebody please tell me what's actually happened? There appears to be an argument about a watch, and I don't understand. I don't
That's
remember
actually
caring about watches before.
Look, Sebastian, I think I watched you do something very
Okay.
brilliant, and I tried to do that, and I think I did it wrong.
No, because no, it's gotta be.
And now I think I'm going to push another potion of moderate wounds, and I'll say, and I think Evie's going to need this.
I look for a spell.
Potions did you prepare for this?
I look for a spell which will.
You're looking for a spell which will make it so Evie is less thirsty. I'm sorry, it's impossible.
No.
Modify memory.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had it.
Oh my gosh.
The best part about this, from Evie's point of view, is I think she's met Emily like twice before.
Yeah, probably. Let's go for this. Let's go for. Is that what I'm after?
Light or harm?
I think slay living is more appropriate.
Cool.
Power word stun.
Yeah, okay, cool. I am going to Evie, what's your touch AC right now?
Currently it's 12.
Okay, cool. Where's my where's my range? I'll be that one. I'll be that one. Cool. Did you say 12?
Yep.
Yeah, cool, fantastic. I love this. So that is. Yeah, cool. You see. So you say that a bit about hate to watch her love, but love to watch her leave. Emily freezes, sighs, like pulls seemingly from nowhere a tankard, which she rings off the nearby table, which is empty, and it starts to glow. And she then aims the front, like the actual drinking part of it, towards Evie. And as she does, a bolt of searing light flies out of the vessel and strikes Evie in the chest for 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's your warning shot, and she leaves.
Evie doesn't. Evie's an idiot. Again, as she turns away, the next step's like under her breath, hot.
Can I continue that sentence and say, hot damn, that hurt, in Evie's voice?
Oh, roll a disguise for me.
I'd love to.
Oh man.
That is a 36.
Yep, cool. She does not flinch at the ventriloquism effect, which turns Evie's whispered hot into hot damn that hurt, and leaves.
Good save.
Outside.
Wipes what appears to be down like a gallon of sweat from his forehead. Not quite sure where it came from.
Outside,
And goes,
Gideon, you're very calmly waiting, and you see Evie step out, and she's kind of dusting a little bit of like ash off of what you know to be her holy symbol. As she kind of leans on the wall. You wouldn't be offended if I blasted Evie for being
No.
rude, right? Fantastic. Your turn.
What did they say?
They were being crude. I gave them a warning shot.
Enough?
For now. Whist, however, I left for you.
While this is going on, before Gideon gets into the room, I would like to just gonna act like I dropped something on the floor, go under, breathe a prayer to myself because dear God, I'm gonna need it, and I'm gonna cast fly, in case I need to get out of there.
Vendel Feck watches you do this, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
I fucked up, Vendel Feck. I fucked up.
I will. I will pass the clay pipe with smoking tobacco that I've been fiddling with over and say, feel free to have a few. I'll be back in.
Take your time.
To answer your question, Sebastian, it seems that Whist also skipped ahead a few pages.
Yeah, I mean, the pocket watch is right there. I think you could probably, if you wanted to have a look.
Right.
Albert clicks it open, looks at the inscription and says, "Oh no."
So, do I see Whist?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he looks like he's pretty small, and he looks about 10 times smaller in the sea.
I just wanted to make sure that Whist hadn't stayed under the table.
No. He will face this. It's just he will try and leave before he literally dies.
I will ask everyone to make a perception check for me.
I think it's funnier if I don't.
Okay. Gideon, when you get over to the table, you can also make this check. Cool. Okay, carry on.
Rightio. Right. I walk very purposefully towards the table.
Gideon.
I will unbuckle my sword belt, and I will both of my swords and the belt over to Alberic. You appear to understand just how monumentally you have fucked this into a river. I am giving Alberic those so I do not do something rash. Unfortunately for you, I am not prepared for battle without my blades. So let me make this eminently fucking clear. You are my comrade. She is my comrade. Do not fucking do this again. This ill-conceived attempt to play with mine and her emotions and relationship, I don't know where it's fucking come from, but it fucking stops now. I don't know that I have apparently been this fucking transparent in front of you, and I deeply regret it, if so. You, regardless of any truth in what you have supposed, what you may have just done is poured acid on the roots of it. if I was not committed to this cause, to this group, I would sail first light back to Andoran with not a single care in the world. Am I clear?
Right, you are.
Evie, don't. My sword's Elberic.
Evie just pulls out a fan and is fanning herself and says nothing.
Oh, yeah. Make a saving throw, please, Evie. Gone, and I leave.
And on that, just very quickly pause for capture number 2.
Pause for pause.
Hey,
Pause for
Kitty.
Kitty 2.
Little guy.
This is Athena. Look at her little ears.
She's adorable.
She's very cute. Yeah, I know you will for he. Come here. All right. So that all plays out. Sebastian, you think you heard some jangling during the middle of that? Like very quiet clinking. But you're a bit too distracted, I think, by all of that going on
Yeah,
to necessarily do anything about it in the moment.
that's fine. But now we're past the moment because Gideon has turned on his heel with a look of "please never do this again" in his eyes. So I will take a moment and excuse myself and just because we do know that there are quite a lot of people who are out to get us. I will go out I'll go out the other door. So I know Gideon's just headed out one way. There appears to be another door, like maybe through the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'll just go out that way. I'm just planning on doing a circuit of the building.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like Gideon is in the mood to appreciate company, so I'm definitely not giving off the vibe that I'm following him for a subsequent chat.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You.
I'll try and work out what's going on.
Do you mind? Are you gonna actually lie down on the thing now? Okay. She tried to step on the keyboard just then. So you can make a perception check for me if you are doing a scout around the building.
Yeah.
To get a perception or sense motive if you're trying to work out people. Like you can either try to sense motive the people you can see, or you can try and do perception for anybody who is possibly hiding with ulterior motives.
I think I am marginally better at perception, particularly as this is the early evening, so it might work out.
Okay. Oh yes, you'll have dim light.
So if I get my dim light, that is a 17.
Okay.
So the night is my ally.
It is starting to get to night. So there are less people around than normal because some people are starting to turn in early just so that they don't risk curfew at all. You do a circuit around the building. There's a couple of people who are a little bit drunk. There's a group of Datari guards who walk past who seem a little bit more tense than they did a few days ago. Sorry, this is the first time she's using the pillow we've set up in the little shelf, in the little drawer. I'll take a picture in a minute.
Beauty.
So, so the Datari guards seem a little bit more,
the Datari guards walking towards or away from Gideon?
Past.
Just good.
So if Gideon left through the front door, you've come out through the side door, and the Tatari guards are walking past you away from the direction of the front door.
Perfect. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah, no, they seem like just generally perturbed, like there's just something in their attitude that seems a little bit off. You're not sure why. They just seem a little bit off. But yeah. You see the Tatari guards, there's a few drunks. There are less people because we are starting to get to dark and closer to curfew time. You don't spot anybody nefarious or untoward, I'd say.
Good. I still think, like, I feel like the dinner version of Breakfast Club hasn't gone with the ringing success at which I would normally attribute such social occasions. I'm actually going to go into one of the non-travel bits, like a bit of alleyway. I don't know if there is actually another building behind the diagonal, or whether that's supposed to be a cellar or a loft, but like a place where there's some cover. And I will scramble up onto the roof.
Okay.
And I will just sit there and keep watch, because a lot of my friends are inside. There might be something going on. There might not be. In any case, some fresh air seems like a really good plan right now.
Yeah. All right. You can do that. I will say that you, up until curfew, you've run into no trouble. And no trouble befalls anybody who is in or leaves the bar before curfew.
Mm-hmm.
What is everyone else doing inside?
I mean, I'll say, look, chaps, I don't think this is really. I mean, I didn't know if it was going to go to plan anyway, but I'd say I'd preferred it if he would punch me in the eye. In a lot of ways, honestly, kind of thought that would happen.
I punch you in the eye.
That was going to be Asmoth's move.
Shit. Okay.
Two eyes.
I'll take a load of damage. Ow.
Roll your
Ow.
damage, Evie. Which fist
luckily
are you
I'm not-
punching
I'm not
with
using-
first?
I'm
Which
not
fist are you
using the
punching with?
gauntlet.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not using the gauntlet. I don't want
Cool.
to hit you with a magical weapon.
Do you want
That's
damage
too
from
far.
Asmoth as well?
Okay, cool. So you take 3 damage.
Oh wait,
Cool.
3 non-lethal. I'm not using.
You're not
Three
just fucking
non-lethal
murdering me.
So you get a bit of a shiner and you'll be able to sleep it off overnight.
Yeah. Oh, ow. Yeah. Good. Okay. I'm gonna call this meeting of the breakfast dinner boys adjourned. And I'm gonna out the window.
And you what? I missed all of that because you were laughing too much.
I'm gonna fly out the window. I'm
You'll fly out the window.
Go.
Okay.
"Woo,"
Cool. Vandal Feck follows you
and then
very speedily.
I would like to go on.
What did I see with what did I perceive with my 26 perception?
You also heard the jangling.
Okay.
Like just a little like clink, 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 clink.
Suspicious, but okay.
Like most of your attention was very much like on the thing. Like it's just like kind of like you picked it up a little bit, but like you couldn't really pay full attention because you were kind of trying to work out if you needed to either stop Gideon from killing West or help Gideon killing West. Like you're not sure which way that was gonna land. But you felt like a call might have had to have been made in that moment, and it distracted you a little.
Fair to say, you just kind of like look at the people left, and just kind of shrug, get up, and walk out and follow where Gideon was going, because Gideon did actually say to him, "After this, come get me." So it's like
that meant after Emily was finished,
oh.
come and get me in case Emily wanted to leave via separate door.
Yeah, instructions were unclear.
Yeah.
So he's following you.
Oh, so he's following him. He was told after all this,
Yeah.
come get me. He's like, okay.
Cool. So Gideon's got. So yeah, it's just Albrecht left then. Oh no, Albrecht and Evie.
So, question: who was that woman?
You cannot cause this level of havoc in social settings and also be face blind. That
Like,
will get you
Evie is
killed.
just Evie is just eating a sausage. It's like, I mean, it's not got me killed yet, surprisingly.
Albrecht just sighs, then looks around and just picks up the pocket watch and pockets it.
No, you don't. No, you
Do I not?
don't. You go to
Mm.
Phone.
So that's
Oh,
what happened.
Damn, that was a nice watch.
You go to pick it up and it's not there. Table's empty aside from sausages.
It's been replaced by a sausage.
Actually, yes, it has been replaced by a sausage. There is a sausage where the pocket watch was. Just on the table, no plate, no nothing.
Well, this was a disaster. I'm gonna go drown myself now.
Not a knock worst, more like a clock worst.
So, go on.
I would like to go back to the Tooth and Nail and go inside and find Citrona.
When you leave, once you like get a couple of corners away, Vendelfeck is like balanced on your shoulder, like where he normally sits at this point in time. And with the mouth that's quite full, goes, "So what I do worse?
What?
What? If you turn, pocket watch is in his mouth.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, look, maybe once they're, they've got over this and I've been hated for a while or whatever, they'll see it as a funny joke and we can give it to them on their wedding day. Ha ha ha, but not yet. I can't hear you when you... Hang on.
You take it out of the mouth.
Yeah.
I keep it. It's
Yeah.
shiny.
Yeah, sure, keep it. Just don't show them. Just don't show Gideon and Emily. I don't think it will.
Secret treasure.
Yeah, you can have it as a treasure.
Secret treasure.
Secret treasure, yeah. And it's a brilliant secret treasure because, at any point you can use it to cause untold mischief. Oh no, I should have said that.
like every part of him that is not holding himself onto you flutters with excitement at the prospect of untold mischief with treasure. So yeah, Vendelfeck used his greater invisibility ability to steal the pocket watch right out from under all of you. Unfortunately, because he had invisibility, he had a plus 20 to his roll of 25. So, you go to the Tooth and Nail.
Yeah, I would like to find Citrona, as I imagine she's packing up because, a curfew is...
Curfew is coming on soon, so yes,
Yeah.
all of the regulars and other patrons are starting to leave.
And I'll go up and I'll sit on a bar stool and I'll go, I think I fucked it, Citrona. I think I've pulled you into something that's fucked.
How badly did it go? What did you even do? You just told me that when Gideon came in, I needed to make sure that he got to Emily. Like, what actually happened?
Well, I tried to set them up.
Still sat on your shoulder, and you just hear.
Yeah, we don't need to mention that. Look, yeah, okay, you're smart. I tried to set them up with a pocket watch that was extremely sloshy. I'll take it out of Vendelfeck's mouth and I'll show her. Huh?
You said it was mine.
Oh no, you can have it. I'm just showing her.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Vendelfit. Can you show Citrona? It is your
Yes.
treasure now.
He like dives onto the bottle, like grabs it off of you, and like tries to work out how to do the clasp to make it open, and then like manages to get it open. It flips open and shows the inscription.
Yeah, he's pulling just this face at her.
Citrona reads it. She's like, well, I mean, if Gideon had written this, I think it was incredibly cute, if a bit cheesy. But we need that kind of brevity in the situation at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we could be dead tomorrow, and I saw what Sebastian did with those guys on the ship, and I thought, he just keeps beating around the keeps beating around the bush, and he keeps blushing and not actually talking about it. And Emily keeps obviously trying to get him to talk about it. It's not happening. And so I thought, you know what? Maybe he just needs a bit of help. But I probably should have discussed it with him first. But he gets quite angry. So I thought I should avoid that. Now I'm saying it, it sounds very stupid.
It's a good thing you're a wizard, dear, because wisdom clearly isn't your strong suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just think it's really stupid that we just, all different people fancy other people, and we're all possibly going to die tomorrow, and nobody's just outright saying, I fancy you, and I'd really like to go for a drink with you,
You can't brush these things. It's like, if people are going to try to beat about the bush about it, then they beat about the bush about it.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
You all right, love?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I was just thinking that, we might die tomorrow, and you're very beautiful and capable, and I'm a foolish wizard, and I don't know, maybe you could be wise for both of us and we could have a drink.
Well, how can I say no to that? And she pulls out 2 drinks. Well, she pulls out 2 cups. And then she goes into a box you've not seen her open before and pull out like a dusty bottle. This is clearly something that isn't for patrons. And it's clearly like private stash which she keeps nearby. And she starts to pour out 2 drinks.
I'll drink with her and say, look, I know I can't ask you to do it, but if Emily ever talks to you about this, can you, and make it very clear that I'm a fucking moron and I didn't mean anything bad by it. I'm just an idiot.
I will be protecting my own skin first.
Yeah, obviously.
Good.
He says, sporting his shiner.
Good. But I will see what I can do. If anything, knowing what little I know of Emily, she was more likely to have been embarrassed than angry.
All right. In some ways that's worse, but okay, cheers.
And then you guys drink. Do you just drink?
I think Wisp would take her lead because he's meddled enough in forcing people to confront feelings today, and maybe it's up for her. Maybe he might have learnt a lesson from this, and he'll wait for her.
Roll higher or lower. And also call it. Yeah, call it and then roll.
higher, I guess. And what am I rolling?
Well, what do you want higher to be?
Oh, okay. What, as in, how would I,
Like,
what would I like the outcome to be? Okay. I think if this ideal outcome would be an evening where they become closer friends, open up to each other a bit more. He falls deeper in love with her for it, and they at least get a little kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a slow burn, to be honest.
Okay. Cool. So higher that happens, lower there's a drink and a nice chat, and she's perfectly genial, but it doesn't seem to like
go anywhere
further for her. But yeah, roll higher or lower.
Okay. Am I just rolling a d20?
Actually, let me roll.
Okay.
So you guys drink and chat about nothing to do with rebellions and stuff. You guys will talk about things that you did before Barzillai Thrune showed up. She'll talk about what a family was like. And at the end of the night, as you're there like, okay, I do need to disappear before curfew happens. I really don't want to get into trouble. And you hop off the bar. Well, you go to hop off the bar. She catches your hand. And she leans in and she puts a little cat back on the cheek.
Oh, it's very sweet. I'm gonna kiss her hand in a very gentlemanly fashion, like what I imagine Blue Blood would do.
She gets a light blush on her cheeks when you do that. All right, let's save some more for next time. You get going.
Yeah. I'll say, yeah, night. It's been lovely.
Don't die tomorrow. That better be next time.
No, not you.
All right, and you're able to head off with a shiner and a spring in your step. And as you all head off your separate ways, Asmoth, you get back to your surgery, I'm assuming, in the nick of time before curfew starts proper. And you are packing away for the night, turning everything down, when you hear a shunt near basically like your only good window, but you hear a little shunt.
Inside, is it outside the building or?
I'll say outside for now, yeah.
I will immediately sort of flatten against the outside wall and peek around the corner that will show me where this window is.
You see the shutters are like, one of the shutters is, you normally would shut I think at this point, the shutters are closed during the day. You haven't necessarily, either you haven't locked them or you're not entirely sure, but one of them is now ajar.
Okay.
And as you're...
Sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say I was going to start sort of sidling up to the shutter that's sort of loose.
Boss.
Is that somebody getting my attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got an update.
did you have to break into my surgery to do this?
It creaks open and you see a tiefling head pop in, and you realise that this is one of the Silver Raven informants. Barely breaking in if I haven't been actually get inside, right? Sorry, boss. But you should know. There's going to be a new victim for the dog housing tomorrow.
Who and where?
He's able to give you the location, but he then also says, just heads up for this one. I don't know if it's because of what happened the other day or what, but they don't seem to be messing around anymore. Like they had a bunch of guards on these things already, and it was kind of crazy to see them all. They've doubled the guards on the dog housing now. I don't know why yet. I don't know if it's because of who's in there, or if it's because of us, or what, but yeah.
So you don't know who is to be victim of this?
We can try and find out.
But it is happening tomorrow.
He'll give you a time about mid-afternoon. Actually, no, it's dog housing. It happens all day. The square that is on will be opening around basically a couple of hours after curfew ends. So 8 a.m. where people are starting to leave their house, leave the houses to go about their day, is around the time that the square will open with this new dog housing setup.
I want you to get a crew to do your best outside of curfew. I realize this is dangerous and I am asking a lot of you. If we have an overnight crew, I would appreciate if we could get guard numbers, guard postings, and blind spots for them all.
We'll do our best. But
Thank you.
not got a lot of time.
No, we do not.
All right. He very quickly goes to scale up to the roof of your surgery, unless you stop him.
I'll let him do that. Just I have told him on no uncertain terms he does not break in.
Cool. He scales up to the top of the roof. Heads off. They are off to go try to scout out some more information for you. And as you close the door, you realize there is. You don't know who is in there. You don't know what you're going to be meeting, but there is now a new, possibly with the amount of guards that they've said, sanctioned dog housing event going on. And I think we shall leave it there. As we have with getting back into the swing of things, and the Silver Ravens are ready for possibly going to get ready for another round of rebellion.
Woo!
Woo woo. Can I say so? Whist, obviously, the non-lethal damage will heal overnight.
It's very giving of you.
Well, I mean, the non-lethal damage heals overnight regardless. What I was going to say was, would you mind awfully if there was still some kind of cosmetic damage, aka the shine stuck around a few days?
I would love there to be the shiner sticks around for a few days. Whist isn't a punchy combatant. I absolutely believe when he gets beaten up, it wears on his face and body for a few days. He's like a slightly twiggy gnome. Like he's not a hench boy.
Fantastic. Okay, in that case, yeah, when you guys next meet West, there is still a very obvious shiner on his face.
My war scar.
Your war scar from that time that you embarrassed your friend.
Yeah. It's a social war scar.
The most important form of war scar. I think
Alright.
it is as nothing compared to the scars that Evie left on poor Blue Blood.
I loved every single scene in that dance hall. I was here for all of it. I was like looking forward to Blue Blood, like just making it worse and worse for himself as he got more and more enraged in a social, like, classy situation where one isn't meant to show anger.
This is why
But you
Albert doesn't
coach
go
very
to many
well.
fancy events.
Yeah. You just punched him in a sort of ribald way. You didn't do it you didn't deck him.
I learned my important lesson from being a noble. Don't hit people in the face.
I have not learned that lesson.
No, evidently not.
No, you hit them with the trousers and the shirt and the jacket.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. I have realised I don't think the just giving information is updating on the page because that's saying 32. We are actually at £62 because people donated money so that cats could have pets, and so the Sebastian could try and get a natural 20.
Which, and I would like to point out, this worked because later in the session, I rolled a natural 20 to notice Vendelfek stealing a watch.
There you go.
So it's clear proof. If you donate, you get better dice.
What other donations were there?
We have a Scrimbeeble Crim Extraordinaire joining the cause. Let me add them to the tally. Skimbeeble. I don't know who Skimbeeble is.
Probably a cat lover. Cat aficionado.
Well, cat aficionados were gratefully appreciated because I wanted to see the Squitches too.
There is a cat here to give more Squitches to, but she's still in a drawer and is sleeping.
Oh.
Hold on, let me.
Don't disturb her sleep.
I'm not going to disturb her. I'm just going to.
Here's the months as well.
My goodness.
There we go.
Oh,
She's a void.
extremely good cat.
She's a
Yes.
void.
That's a kitty right there.
Big yawn. Yep. All right. I'll behave. I do, however, need to move her out of there at some point because we don't currently leave them upstairs.
Oh, sure.
We like them to be downstairs when it's nighttime, so they're not just racing up and downstairs. So, not quite sure how we're going to get you down.
Maybe just take the drawer out. I mean, genuinely, can you take the drawer out and just leave her downstairs on a settee?
It's not one of those kind of drawers, unfortunately.
Oh.
It will stop. That's a big yawn.
Treats will manage it. Shake some treats.
Treats would manage it. She did have a licky lick earlier, didn't you?
She's already a treaty baby.
Are we getting playful? I can't tell if we're getting playful or if you're just not wanting me to pet you. No, you want me to pet you. That was a little nibble, that's all. All right. I should continue on the actual spiel while we're still live instead of getting distracted by my cat. Thank you to everybody who did donations for the kiddies and also for the Albert Kennedy Trust raising money for LGBTQ plus youth homelessness and safe housing. It's a very important cause, especially with the world being the way that it currently is. And yeah, we hope that we can help just a small little bit while we play games and pet lovable pets. But thank you very much, and see you next month. Bye.
See you soon.
See you soon.
So yeah.